Welcome to my class on paleobotany. Alright, and the female reproductive organ is Carnoconitis. Alright, there are two species, Carnoconitis compactum, Carnoconitis laxum, and these were not found in organic connection with Pentoxylon. As I mentioned earlier, Pentoxylon stem and Carnoconitis were not found together, not attached to each other. They were found in the same rock, of course. That is why Carnoconitis is believed to be the female reproductive organ of Pentoxylon, but never attached, never found attached. Alright, that is how the fossils are actually discovered. Okay, so Carnoconitis, as I mentioned already, is the seed-bearing organ. Alright, about 20 ovules were attached to the stalk, and many clusters of the seed-bearing organs are attached to the stem. Alright, also remember the sex organs, both male and female sex organs, are found on the stem, not on the leaf. This is the image of Carnoconitis compactum, the female reproductive organ found along with the Nipaniophyllum. Nipaniophyllum is the leaf genus of Pentoxylon. So all these are together called one group called Pentoxylae. Alright, Carnoconitis, Sahania, Nipaniophyllum, all these are belonging to one organ genus called Pentoxylon. Coming to the male reproductive organ, Sahania nipaniensis, the microsporangiate or male reproductive organ. Each microsporophyll possessed many pear-shaped unilocular sporangia. The terminal position of the sporophyll were also occupied by sporangia. Several monocolpate and boat-shaped pollen grains were present in the microsporangia. Pollen grains were boat-shaped, not winged pollen grains as you can see in case of conifers. So pollen grains resemble the members of cycas. So this is what is the male reproductive organ, also called microsporangiate. It in many ways it resembles cycas, members of cycas, where the arrangement of the female reproductive organs or microsporangiate structures was same as in the case of cycas. They were actually arising from a disc. Around the disc, as you can see in this image, you can see the microsporophylls with microsporangia, alright, arranged around a central disc at the tip of a stem. So this is also a unique feature of Pentoxylon, but it makes it resemble a member of cycads. That is why we say this group also resembles the members of cycads or modern day cycads. This was studied by Vishnu Mitre. You can see microsporophylls arranged around a disc at the tip of a stem. Each microsporophyll had a unilocular microsporangia, diagrammatic representation of the same structure, that is the Sahania nipaniensis microsporangia. Alright, so I told you already, Pentoxylates resemble many gymnosperms in many ways, besides having their own unique features. For example, they resemble the members of cycads or cycadales, modern day cycads, in many ways, especially the leaf traces, the haplostelic stomata, vestigial polystele, nature of wood pittings, not wood, alright, wood pittings, alright, wood they resemble conifers, alright, diploxylic nature of the vascular bundle in the leaf, where we have two types of vascular bundle. It's a diploxylic condition, centripetal xylem and centrifugal xylem. This I mentioned already. Alright, Pentoxylales also resemble conifers. The very plant resembles Araucaria. Araucaria is a conifer. So pycnoxylic wood is found in the conifers, where the amount of secondary wood is more than the amount of primary wood. The wood is very strong if that is the case. Whereas in case of cycad, the wood is monoxylic wood. In conifers, it's a pycnoxylic wood. And uniserrate wood race, All right, dimorphism with respect to pentoxylum. All right, dimorphism was also there, and they also resemble members of Medullosaceae. Medullosaceae or Medullosa is another important fossil genus of the group called Pteridospermales, and pentoxylae resemble even this group also in many ways. As I mentioned, pentoxylae resembles different groups of plants besides having its own unique features. Alright, so both these groups, pentoxylae and Medullosaceae, resemble conifers with respect to the pits on the tracheids. The group also resembled another group of gymnosperms called Bennetitales. The presence of stomata, the nature of stomata, diploxylic nature of vascular bundles, old microsporangiophores, superficial resemblance between male and female reproductive organs, manner in which ovules of bone non-pentoxylanes was similar to that of Bennetitales. Alright, in both the cases, pentoxylon or pentoxylales and Bennetitales, the manner in which the ovules of bone are same, and very important feature is stachyspermous nature of their male-female organs. Please remember, this is an important character here. The sex organs are found on the stem. That nature is called stachyspermous nature. Alright, sex organs are not found on the leaf, as in case of the other fossil that we studied. The other fossil that we studied is Glossopteris, where the sex organs are found on the leaf. So here the sex organs are found on the stem. That's a unique feature found in pentoxylales. So there are some unique features, as I mentioned earlier. One most important feature is mulberry-like female cones is a unique feature of pentoxylase. That is why the image is used by the Indian Postal Department, and there was neither interstamental disc nor anything to be called a sporophyll. There's nothing called a sporophyll. In conifers we call a sporophyll, megasporophyll, on which the ovules are found. Here the ovules are directly found onto the receptacle, and ovules are sessile. That is the unique feature of pentoxylales. As I mentioned, it resembled some groups in many ways. It also had its own unique features. So with regard to the female reproductive organ, pentoxylales are unique. They had their own unique features. They had their own distinct features. One important feature is the structure of the female cones. Thank you very much for watching this video on pentoxylon. We will learn about many more subjects in paleobotany and other subjects in botany also. I also thank all those resources from where I collected the information and prepared this video. Alright, please watch the video carefully, and wherever you have doubt, you can pause and watch it again. Learn about these fossils. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.